The monthly quiz for April 2013 is themed all around Mana Coach Services. I'm warning you in advance. If you may want to go and see my video titled Wellington Bus Fleets Part 8, because it's about Mana Coach Services. So, anyway, question 1. How many Enviro 200s have Mana Coach Services got? Question 2. Can you tell me the fleet numbers of at least 6 of them? You can do that if you want. So, now, to make things more interesting, now put it this way. You can leave, if you want to, you can message me those fleet numbers, but if you leave it in a comment, it won't count, because if you leave it as a comment, then other people will be able to see your answers, and that's not fair. Number 3, true or false? Mana's the first ever buses in the Mana fleet were painted dark green instead of the lighter green colour that they use now. Question 4. How many types of man bus do Mana have? Question 5 is what types are they? So tell me now. So answer the question. How many types of man bus? So you've answered the question as to how many types of man they are. Can you tell me what they are? Number 6, one of my favourite questions in this quiz, because it's going to trick you like hell. On bus 167, the logo on the front was incorrectly painted. Oh God. I'm sorry for the laughter, but I love this question, because so far I'm the only person I think that has actually noticed. True or false? Mana 166 was built in 2009 by Kiwi Bus Builders. No, sorry, that was number 7, not 6. I can't read. Number 8. Which of Mana's 1997 man buses has its rear window missing? Now, there are 6 possibilities. It could be either 19, 40, 66, 67, 108 or 109. One of those 6 buses is missing its rear window. Which one is it? Number 9. How many Enviro 200s were built in 2011? Now, for a bonus point, message me, and that means message, not comment, otherwise it doesn't count. Message me the fleet numbers of those buses, and of all of those buses, I'll give you all but one, up to all but one, and you will win a bonus point. Question 10. How many Enviro 200s were built in 2011? No, sorry. Question 10 is how many were built in 2012. Sorry. And again, oh yes, and again, if you can tell me all of the fleet numbers, I'll give you a bonus point. All but one. Well, actually there's quite a few, so we'll say all but 2. If you can tell me up to at least 7 fleet numbers, if you can tell me up to at least 7 of their fleet numbers, I will give you a bonus point. Number 11. How many depots have Mana Coach Services got? Better get your maps out, eh? Question 12. Where are these depots? Now you've really got to get a map. Better get a map, eh? I'm enjoying this because I can just sit here and trick you with my tricky questions and then just laugh as myself just laugh to myself at the thought of you suffering as you fail to answer these complicated questions. No, I'm joking. That's not happening at all. Now, number 13. Which two Enviro 200 buses belong to the Paraparaumu depot? So there's two. Which ones are they? Number 14. Where are all of the others? So the others have got to be somewhere else. What depot is it? Number 15 is another true or false question. And so, Mana might be getting double-decker buses this year or next year. Is that true or is it false? So, number 16. In what year did Mana start putting a customized moquette which is basically the stuff that goes over the seats? In what year did they start putting a special seat moquette or pattern on their seats that shows so what year did they start putting it on? And there's 2 bonus points in it. I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me what type of bus it was that they first used it on, and I'll give you another bonus point if you can tell me what is on the moquette. Question 17. True or false? The Mana fleet is so shuffled up that there are buses from the Newlands depot that have the Newlands logo on them belonging to other depots, and then there are other buses with the Mana depots that belong to the Newlands depot because there's been so much shuffling up with the fleet that it no longer matters what logo they have on. Is that so? And so is that statement legit, or is it just complete cobblers? Question 18. Mana has 185 buses. So, am I talking the truth, or am I just being a lying scruffy bastard? Or in other words, true or false? Question 19 is, do Mana coach services run my school bus route? People who have been watching my channel for a long time would know this. And finally, number 20. Which of all the Mana buses is my most favourite? And to make it harder, it's one bus in particular, not just a particular type. You're going to suffer with that one, aren't you? Because not really anybody knows which bus is my favourite. Well, anyway, let's get on with the answers, shall we? I suppose we better start with number 1, as you do. How many Enviro 200s do Mana have? They have 11. Number 2, what are their fleet numbers? 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184 and 185. Number 3. True or false? Mana's first ever buses were a dark green colour instead of the light green colour that they use now. And the answer is, it's true. There it is. That there is the old colour for Mana buses. And you can see that there compared to the other green colour that they use now. Number 4. How many types of man bus do Mana have? They have 3 types of man bus. Number 5, what types are there? Well, there's the 1997 MAN 11.190s, the 2001 MAN 11.220s, and the MAN 12.223s, both from 2003 and 2005. Number 6, true or false? Mana 167 has an incorrect logo painted on the front. That is also true. Here is Mana 167, and that there is 166 next to it. Shall we take a closer look at the logos? Still can't see it? Here's the correct Mana logo. There's the incorrect Mana logo. What's changed? That bit there that should be in the A here is in the M, not the A. As you can see. There, you can see it now, can't you? So well done to the fantastic team at the Kiwi Bus Builders painting department, because you somehow managed to cock it up. And it's the only bus in the Mana fleet with that mistake. So with that, it's time for question 7's answer. And that is that Mana 166 was in fact truly built in 2009 by Kiwi Bus Builders. It's another home truth. Number 8. Which of Mana's 1997 MAN buses has its rear window missing? Now I gave you 6 options. 1940, 66, 67, 108 and 109. The answer is 19. The others all have a rear window. Number 9. How many Enviro 200s were built in 2011? 3 of them were. There were 3 Enviro 200s built in 2011. Send me a message and I'm accepting messages only and not comments with the fleet numbers of at least 2 of those 3 buses for a bonus point. So, how many Enviro 200 buses were built in 2012? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? 11 minus 3 is 8. So that must mean that there were 8. So if you can tell me 6, the fleet number, if you can send me a message that tells me the fleet numbers of at least 6 of them, 6 or more, I will give you a bonus point. But those 6 have to be correct. If they're not correct, then there's no point for you. And you only get 1 shot as well. How many depots do Mana have? And where are these depots? So, that's questions 11 and 12. So, the answer to question 11 is Mana have 3 depots. Number 12, the answer is that those 3 depots are in Paraparaumu, Waitangi-Rua, which is Porirua, and in Newlands. And an interesting fact for you, buses at the Paraparaumu, so this means that even though they're called Mana coach services, they don't actually have a depot in Mana. Although they may have done once, but I don't know. And now, what was the other thing I was going to tell you? Oh yeah, also, buses from the Newlands depot are the ones that carry the Newlands logo, but I'll get to that later. Number 13, which 2 Enviro 200s belong to the Paraparaumu depot? Well, I can tell you now that the answer to that is 183 and 184. Question 14, which depot do all of the others belong to? The rest all belong to the Waitangi-Rua/Porirua depot. Question 15, true or false, Mana might be getting double deckers this year. It's true, but that is provided that they get permission from both Wellington and Porirua city councils. Where are we? Number 16. In what year did Mana start using customized seats? It was 2008. In 2008, they started making these really nice special moquettes or basically seat patterns that they put on their seats, much better than the boring bog standard stuff that they used to use. Now, if you can inbox me, you can win up to 2 bonus points here, telling me either what type of bus it was, or inbox me what is on the moquette. If you get one of those right, I'll give you a bonus point. If you can answer both of them correctly, I'll give you 2 bonus points. 17. True or false? The Mana fleet is so shuffled up that basically it doesn't matter about the logos because they're so shuffled up. Well, the answer is true, because 144 and 72 and that, they carry Newlands logos but belong to Pori Ruhr Depot. So does 75. Carries Newlands, belongs to Paparam. I don't know if there's any Mana buses at the Newlands depot. I don't think there are. But because a lot of the time they can't be bothered to change the logos, because sometimes they shift buses from one depot to another, but then they move it back to the other depot again, so they don't bother changing the logo unless they know it's a permanent change, which a lot of the time it is anyway. Question 18. True or false? Mana has 185 buses. No, that's false. It's complete bollocks. The reason why that the fleet number for the highest fleet number is 185 is because that throughout the years other buses have been withdrawn from service, but they haven't bothered to fill in the gaps in their fleet number system. Just add onto their previous count. Keeps things simple though, I suppose. Number 19. Do Mana coach services run my school bus route? Yes, they do. And number 20. What is my most favourite Mana bus? It is good old 166. That's right, 166 is my favourite bus, because I've been on it so many times now on a school bus, and I absolutely enjoy riding it, that it's like a best friend in the bus world. And call me, say that I'm sad if you want, but it's on the basis that you will be blocked. But it's on the basis that you will be in a lot of trouble if you do, so I wouldn't recommend it. And you may just never see another one of my videos again. Anyway, so those are the answers to your 20 questions. If you want to answer any of the bonus questions, then send me a message. Oh yes, and don't forget to tell me which question you're answering. Otherwise it will be invalid. Otherwise I'm not going to have the faintest idea which question you're answering the bonus question to. And don't forget that if you leave your answer to the bonus question in the comment section, then it will be deleted and it won't count, because if you leave it in the comment section, then other users will be able to see what the actual answer is, and I don't allow, and that's not fair on them. Everybody should have an equal chance. So now, yeah. Should we say leave it a few days, or say about a week, and if I remember, I might make a video telling you the answers to the bonus questions. Then again, I might not. It depends on how good my memory is. But anyway, for now, that's it.